Coming up, of course, we do have SNC and Fel with a spicy Kragg ditto.
Lovely Kragg ditto. But,
it's going to be interesting to see kind of SNC's refined Kragg versus Fel's, starting to get better, I got to admit, Kragg. That's up and coming, I got to say. He's definitely starting to learn and improve.
Did take the last RCS, to be fair. I mean,
yeah, this is what I mean.
Not like, yeah, like he's been up there for quite a while, and like the man's on the grind, right? Like no one's saying Fel's never had it, right? He's always had it, and now we're actually able to see the fruits of his labor. So looking forward to seeing this Kragg ditto, considering the two Kraggs are vastly different. Yeah.
Let's get right into it with Game 1. Going to Tower of Heaven. This is a nice neutral stage for both players, I gotta say. And, oh wow. Okay. We do see just a lot of Jane coming out right at the start, and both Kraggs just pulling out rock. It's the hive mind, essentially.
The down tilts. We can already see differences in how the two Kraggs like to combo as well. Like, SNC loves to do, like, the resets between, dash attack and going for another jabs, and I think Fel just likes more safer stuff, dash attack to F-tilt and stuff like that. But,
very interesting with Fel kind of reading SNC's recovery, but not choosing to do anything about it earlier on. Both Kraggs with rocks out right now.
What if we're going to see some double rock stuff? Missed punish by SNC there, going for a cheeky jab, but I don't know. You do have to be kind of playing it safe when you're this far into bracket, but
oh yeah, but I don't think SNC is going to be satisfied right here. If he comes out at third. Very nice read with the down smash. That's exactly what you want to be seeing. And SNC is so used to doing that. He's so ready to go for those reads and get into a down smash.
Yeah, that was the Dylan classic. Constantly reading the rolls in. Like, does it every single time with the down smash. It's so consistent.
One thing of interest is, in between sets, between winners finals and losers finals, it was like an hour of difference. This happened at like 10:30 at night or something crazy like that, if I remember correctly. And so SNC is kind of tired. I imagine Fel is kind of tired. So we'll see if that influences their gameplay at all.
Well,
okay.
That's not to mention the fact that Fel lives in New Zealand and it's astronomically like later compared to Australian times, but
yeah, this is exactly what I mean as well.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Alright, SNC making good use of that center platform up there to try and contest center stage.
Yes, SNC a big proponent for his neutral, apparently. He does like a bit of center to move around and does this little jab stuff. I think Fel takes advantage of the special.
Oh, very nice.
A clean-up smash, yeah.
Oh, okay, got that parry bait, but SNC does manage to get out a nice clean combo. And you do set that nice clean movement. That's another trademark of SNC's Kragg as well. His wavelands are super consistent, like a majority of the time. And that allows him to get more options because of his cleaner movement. Allows him to space things a bit better.
Yeah, definitely. He is the practice Kragg, and not to mention his frame data work. He definitely knows the game inside out, and it's just a matter of application for a lot of his decision making. And we are seeing some lovely edge guarding going on right here with the double fair. That's a Kragg classic.
And speaking of frame data stuff, he's been doing a lot of boring streams recently. But today, he mixed it up and had like a really interesting stream. Taking a look at Kragg's frame data. So that was good to see. We'll see if SNC comes along with any future interesting streams for us to take a look at. But Game 1 will go to SNC. And we will take a look to see if Fel can try and come back at this point. And that's... Yep, that was my bad stream. Shouldn't have seen that. But let's get right back into it.
It's all good. Yeah, that's such a nice clean 50% there. But, hopefully, it is interesting to see how the two Kraggs interact on the stage. Like you said, Fel likes to take advantage of the two top platforms. I'm wondering if like SNC does similar stuff, or how he likes to approach it.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the two players kind of deal with that. Fel already at 124%, and off stage. SNC does a great job with using rocks to keep you off stage. And this is another thing SNC does as well. where if he notices that you're trying to come back on stage, he'll just try and come back a little bit into center stage and try to punish your approach however he can, and push you back off stage to get even greater percent. Alright. So unfortunately missing that edge guard, which isn't always what you want to see. But we do see Fel with that cheeky pillar, of course, which Fel is renowned for at this point. Just going
we do get to see the interactions of nice down B stuff from Fel here, but hopefully no one's getting gimped at their pillars.
Okay, nice parry into a down smash, and that'll just take the stock right there.
Interesting DI, I would have to say.
Ooh, nice movement around the platform right there from SNC, managing to get the Nair follow-ups to hit Fel, and SNC is great at getting follow-ups from just any hit of Nair, and especially knowing each portion of Nair and when to use them for different situations. And stuff like that as well can be kind of tricky to learn because there's so many different kinds of angles and follow-ups you can get from those angles with different DIs and percents. But SNC, of course, has labbed the game and definitely knows all about that sort of stuff. Alright, SNC making good use of center stage, getting an up air. Fel is just trying to get any sort of hits at this point. SNC off stage. And SNC is just looking for any hit to get Fel and to take his stock. Trying to get that read. Unfortunately, doesn't work, and Fel going for the classic down B past the pillar to try and hit his opponent. Doesn't quite work out. And Fel just kind of chilling over here. Nice bait from Fel, I believe. Going slightly towards the pillar and then backing off to get SNC to come back on stage. Something like that is definitely good to see. Nice up air kill from Fel. Let's see if he can close off this game. Very even right now, though Fel is taking a lot of damage from this one opening. Nice jump from SNC to get over those spikes, and he's definitely ready to deal with a lot of Fel's pressure. And there we go. A nice clean game from SNC, and that will take us to game 3. Let's see how it all pans out at this point, and then we'll go to here, of course, instead of just showing the game. And let's take a look at the next game. Going to Fire Capital for game 3. This is quite interesting, I find, because of the symmetry in the middle, as well as being like a big stage. I remember the time where Fire Capital used to not be symmetric at all, back in like the really early days. And this change, having both pillars at different heights and at the different lengths of the stage as well, can make follow-ups very, very interesting to follow. We do see, of course, Fel already taking quite a bit of damage at this point, and trying to be patient, trying to stay at the center stage. Alright, Fel's off stage, and SNC just follows up. That's something you can just do. If Kragg's going off stage, you can just follow up, wait for them to pillar, and just hit them with fair. Unfortunately, one of the things you can do as well is bait that and go really, really low. And if you choose to, you can SD, and if the Kragg following you that's trying to fair you is also following you, then the both of you will SD. And that can be useful if you're up a stock or two, but not so much when you're at the same percent. Nice side beam to up smash. We've seen that quite a bit from Fel.
Oh
my god.
Baiting out the up tilts.
Yeah, SNC is definitely one to try and think about how to condition his opponent into going for various moves or spacings and just figuring out how to punish that.
We got double purple rock on field here, but Fel gonna take back breath from them. Yeah. Here's what I was talking about earlier. Fel just like guaranteed damage with the dash attack F tilt, but SNC typically likes to go for more down tilt reset.
Okay. SNC is so good. Oh my god. Okay.
What was that interaction?
That was very interesting. What I was going to say is SNC is very good. If you're off stage and you try to DI in, SNC will just get follow-up after follow-up, and he will just build up damage really quickly. And so, in this high-stakes situation, Fel probably is trying to DI in to prevent him from going off stage. And there we go. There's a nice clean up smash.
Beautiful up smash. It's kind of just... SNC went not where Fel was currently, but where Fel was going to be, which was on the ground trying to reset neutral, and SNC was already there.
Alright, so that is going to be losers finals, and let me just take a look at some stuff. Alright. Let's take a look at bracket again. We do see SNC has taken losers finals 3-0 over Fel.